Hello students, welcome to the third lecture of the first lesson of Introduction to Macroeconomics and Microeconomics. The last two lectures we discussed about the introduction, definition, scope, features and importance of microeconomics. In today's lecture, we are going to study the meaning of macroeconomics, definition and scope of macroeconomics. In the meaning of macroeconomics, we know that economics, the branch of economics, that is two branches, micro and macro. And when we study about the macroeconomics, it is a branch which analyzes the entire economy. It deals with the total employment, national income, national output, total investment, total consumption, total saving, general price level, interest rate, inflation, trade cycle, business fluctuations, etc. Thus, macroeconomics is the study of aggregates. In the textbooks of 12th standard, two definitions are given. The two definitions by two economists. The first definition given by J.L. Hansen. According to J.L. Hansen, macroeconomics is the branch of economics which consider the relationship between large aggregates such as volume of employment, total amount of saving, investment, national income, etc. Thus, Hansen, in his definition, points out that macroeconomics is the study of aggregates. It is a study of total employment, total output, total saving, investment, everything. Now, second economist, Professor Carl Shapiro, has given the definition of economics. Macroeconomics deals with the functioning of the economy as a whole. A very simple definition given by Carl Shapiro. He states the definition as the study of or the functioning of the economy as a whole. Now, the economy functions and the whole function we are studying. These two definitions given by the two economists. Now, we are going to discuss about the scope of macroeconomics. Dear students, as we studied the scope of microeconomics, in the same way, we are going to study the scope of macroeconomics. Macroeconomics you can see in the chart given in the screen. It's divided into four. You can see that the theory of income and employment, the theory of general price level and inflation, the theory of economic growth and development, macro theory of distribution. The theory of income and employment, we can see it is divided into two, the theory of consumption function, the theory of investment function, and both creates the business cycle. Now, when we take the first aspects, that is first point of the division of the scope of macroeconomics, the theory of income and employment. Macroeconomic analysis explains which factor determines the level of national income and employment and what causes fluctuations in the level of income and output and employment. Now, you just go through that what does the macroeconomics say? The factors. What factor determines the national income and employment? We know that employment, if we have to create employment, many factors are responsible for that. Creating an employment in economy is an important thing to create the consumption, and while consuming, while production, there are many fluctuations takes place. These whole things we study in the macroeconomic theory. Theory of business cycle, what it is? It is the part and parcel of the theory of income and employment. Cyclical function means ups and downs. You will study in the higher classes detail about the business cycle. Second part, the general theory of price level, the study of general price level and the inflation. Now, macroeconomic analysis shows how the general price level is determined and further explain what causes the fluctuations. Now, general price level. What we can define the general price level? In the textbook, there is glossary in the last part of the book, page number 98. When you open the textbook, you can see that a definition is given, the meaning is given in the glossary of economics about the general price level. It is an index that measures the changes in price of goods in an economy over time and hence purchasing power of the currency of the country. Now, what is the index? Index means last year in 11th standard you study about the index. It is a key indicating the location of data table. So, in the index, general price level is the price of the product increasing. There are many reasons why the price of the product increases that can be understood when we study the altogether macroeconomic theory. It studies about the account and the problem created by inflation and deflation. Now, what is inflation? The meaning of inflation is the rise in general price level or the increase in the price. And deflation is just opposite that, the fall in price level, general price level, or the decrease in general price level. Thus, the theory of general price level makes us to understand about these all functioning of the economy. Next, the theory of economic growth and development. Now, economic growth and development. Macroeconomic theory teaches us it consists of the economic growth and development. It explains the causes of underdevelopment and poverty. Now, to develop an economy, to grow, for the growth of an economy, when we see the growth means, we know that in economic growth means the level of income increased, and development means along with the increase in income, there are technically developed. So, when we study macroeconomics, the production, the consumption, the employment, the general price level, we will come to understand is the country, the economy growing and developed. The last part, that macro theory of distribution. The macro theory of distribution deals with the relative aspects of the consumption and investment. Distribution means the products, what things are produced and what it is distributed, how it is distributed. These all things comes in the macroeconomic theory of distribution. It shares about the rent, wages, interest and profits in the total national income. Now, this lecture included the definition, the meaning, the definitions and the scope of macroeconomics. Students, as given before also, in microeconomics we studied about the definitions, and I hope that you have gone through the definitions and studied it in the same way. Study the definition given by J.L. Hansen and Professor Carl Shapiro, and just go to the scopes and read the lesson. Thank you.